All right, man. Let's talk about Ben Johnson. He talked about areas where the Detroit Lions offense could improve, and I talk about Dan Campbell saying that they're going to unleash Jahmyr Gibbs. So let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop that video. So make sure you keep on the lookout for Detroit Lions Talk playlist and all that type of stuff. So, yeah, Ben Johnson reveals areas of emphasis for the Lions offense. Um, so he said, I think it's a reflection. I think it's a reflection of me probably biting off more than I could chew with some of the play calls. Johnson. He said got a little wordy. We were a little bit slow getting the substitution. I have to do better getting the plays to the quarterback. But yeah, we are focused on tempo. For us, it doesn't necessarily mean how quickly do we get the ball snap each play, but it is once we get out the huddle, let's align with urgency, put some stress on the defense, and we didn't feel that up to our us that was up to our standard last week. He said, I thought Spags, which is the defensive coordinator for for the Eagles, for the Kansas City Chiefs, I thought Spags did a heck of a job. He changed up a couple of things that maybe I was anticipating there on third down, so it wasn't a favorable coverage looks as I had hoped for, Johnson said. But we did have chances, we'd have chances on some of those short yardage calls in third and two, third and six area. We were very good. I think we were 2-7 for the game there, and we should be over 50% based on what we're aiming for. Some areas of emphasis for us going into this week, we have to improve there, and it's just something that LA did really well last week against these guys. Johnson explained further. Like I said, they didn't run the ball particularly well, but they were able to stay on the field on third downs, and they had some explosive plays out of it. So we need to be better there. So, I mean, obviously, you hope to be better on the critical third and shorts, and third is manageable. Um, and you got to remember, man, this offense, dude, didn't play together for the preseason. So doing joint practices is practice because you're doing situational drills, you're doing 11 on 11, 7 on 7. That ain't real favorable. That's not favorable at all. So, yeah, that's not favorable at all, in my humble opinion, dude. Um, it's nothing like, in-game live speed. Even in preseason, you need those snaps, but I guess you make that trade-off. In my opinion, you make that trade-off, for not having the injuries. So without having those critical injuries, so you'd rather just start off a little bit sluggish than starting off with some critical injuries that could have been, um, prevented by not playing. So I definitely understand that. Um, but you know, you know, so so but I feel them, you know, but nonetheless, it's the first game of the season. I want to see how he gonna kind of counteract, the league catching up to his offense. So he talked about Marvin Jones. I really don't care about that. So they want to get better on third downs, third and manageable. Um, they want to, get their tempo going. They want to get a line better. He need to get the calls in faster. And obviously it was hard to get the calls in faster because you're starting off on the road in one of the loudest stadiums, in football. And that's that's Arrowhead in Kansas City. So on ring night. So I mean, but shit, they still got the win. Um, yeah, they still got the win and everything. So, um, the thing is to keep the momentum going into Seattle. I feel like it's a trap game. Um, just because Matthew Stafford has some success versus them on the road. I don't think that's something that um that you expect, because at the end of the day, I think they seen Cooper Cup was out. You seen no Jalen Ramsey. I think they overlook, some of the other guys that I think they overlooked some of the other guys that was on the side of that football. So yeah, I think they overlooked some guys. Some of them guys, the receiver out of BYU, I forget his, I can't pronounce his name. He had a big game. You know, and it ain't Cooper Cup, or it ain't Robert Woods, or it ain't Brandon Cook. Some of these bigger name receivers. So yeah, I think they overlooked some things. So I really do think they overlooked some things. So, um, but you know, we gotta kind of wait and see exactly how it all play out and lay out for them. But as far as talking about Jahmyr Gibbs, Dan Campbell kind of said they gonna kind of put him in the mix like pancake mix, and they're kind of gonna unleash him. You know, so possibly a lot of people is firing up Jahmyr Gibbs um, in fantasy. A lot last week, a lot of people seen it as a disappointment where he didn't get as many touches, and they said they just wanted to get him more comfortable. And then we got to remember too, he got to be out there blocking. He got to be out there blocking. He got to be out there knowing the routes. He got to be out there. Um, he got to know so many things: the hot routes, the blocking, the running scheme. So they asking a lot of him to get out there and put a lot of emphasis on put a lot of emphasis on him. So David Montgomery, they pretty much leaned on him, and in a critical situation, a loud situation on the road. But they saying as Jahmyr Gibbs get more comfortable, then they gonna get him more involved. I just really think they trying to just save him physically from the 17 NFL game grind. It's different in college. You get a water break after damn near every snap. I think it's different in college as well too, because if they're playing like 12 games, I know you got classes and all that, but it's 17 plus games if if you include preseason, if you're able to get to the playoffs. So I think we might see Jahmyr Gibbs unleashed. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love, support. Uh, Peace.